Good afternoon, everybody. It's trying to adjust. I don't know. Since I updated my phone, it's been a little wonky. But anyway, let's see. Let me see if I can find myself. It's a minute or so before my live is supposed to go live. And I'm going to hit reset right there, refresh, and see if I can see myself. There I am. A little crooked. One of these days I'm going to get it straight. So let's see. You know what? Let's see what we can do here. Hey Shannon, welcome. And let's see. All right, I think I've got it here. Looks like it hasn't adjusted on my screen, but it adjusted on my phone. That's weird. All right. So let's go ahead and we'll get started real quick. Welcome to Teach It Tuesday with Teach It Tuesday with Tammy and Jennie. And it is 4 o'clock, so we're going to go ahead and get started. It's been a crazy week for me. I started a new job. Well, trained a couple days just before Thanksgiving, and I started doing my job yesterday. Actually, I am excited. I'm actually teaching intervention reading to small groups of students. Hi, Patty. And but I'll tell you, getting and navigating a new schedule and juggling all my fun Stampin' Up stuff. Hi, Tammy. With my new schedule of this teaching in the morning has been quite the experience this week. So anyway, if I seem a little scattered, that's why. It's going great, Shannon. I love it. I've got right now 3 groups of kids, and the smallest group is 2 students, and the largest group is 6 students, and I'm just having a blast with them. They're a great group of kids. So let's go ahead and get started. And I have this little mini candy bar treat pack that I actually saw this a while back, actually before my craft fair started. And it's from Connie Stewart. I always want to say Connie Sweet, but it's Connie Stewart. Simply Simple Stamping. And I'll put a link in. Hey, Kathy, welcome. I will be putting a link in my blog to her page as well to show, so you can see how she does the larger one. She does a larger one, and I'll show it to you real quick, but it's made for my... Don't let Jem near it. Okay, I'll hide him from him. I made the smaller ones because the ones that she did were big, but I thought, you know what? Smaller might be good too. Maybe they'll want smaller ones at craft fairs. And so I did the 6. This is the one that she does on her website, on her blog. And I took it and I thought, how can I adjust it to make it so it's 3 candy bars instead of 6? And I'm going to tell you something. These are one of my better sellers. I sold some of the 6, but these 3 ones are a great seller at craft fairs. If you do craft fairs, I actually just completed an order of 20. A lady came by, she bought 3 of them, and then she ordered an additional 20 that I just created, and actually finished the order and will be giving to her later this week. For her coworkers and students that she wants to give them to. So it's really great. And what's fun is that the back has a little to from and an area to write. You can write a note. And what's even better is if you want, you can easily fit a gift card under here as well, which is a great idea. Somebody else was saying that. I'm like, oh, what an idea, gift card. So let me go ahead and show you how this is made. All of the dimensions, measurements for everything will be, they will be great at your elementary school events, Tammy. I think they're going to be perfect. So let's go ahead and I'll give you the dimensions. If you miss them, don't worry about them. They'll be on my blog tomorrow along with the video. So if you don't catch something, you can go back and follow along. Or if you just want to follow along and just watch for pure enjoyment right now, and then watch it again as you're creating, you can do that. So let's go ahead, and this has got a lot of pieces and parts to it. I'm going to be using the Snowy Wonder stamp set, And I'm going to be using and actually I use this for all of them. I did snowflakes and the holly berries and little trees on them, and candy canes on some of them on the 20. And I did season's greetings. It was a great generic stamp to use for it. So lots of pieces and parts. So let's go ahead and go over these and the measurements of every one of them, and then we'll put it together. All right, so everything that's Stampin' Up is cardstock, and that's going to be 3 5/8 wide by 7 inches tall. And then that's the base of it all. And then you have 2 squares of DSP that are, let's see, it is 3, this is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and this is 3 3/8 by 3 3/8, and that's going to go together, and that's what we're going to put the candy on. And then we have our back panel is this, and this is 3 3/8 by 3, and I think I adjusted this one so that you could see more DSP on it. So I believe this one is 3 1/4 versus 3 1/2. No, I'll have to measure this again. Let me see. I lost it because I wrote down one measurement, but I know I adjusted it. 3 1/8. So it's 3 3/8 is the DSP, and 3 1/8 is the panel that has the to and from on it. And then we have our piece of scratch that we are going to attach our candy to. And then we have our, one of these is this sentiment stamp. And then we have 2 pieces of white that we're going to mat our DSP on for the toppers. And those are exactly the same size on the front and the back. And those topper pieces, the cardstock is 3 3/8 by 1 1/4. And then the DSP, or the patterned paper, is 3 1/4 by 1 1/8. So let's go ahead and we're going to set this stuff aside. Oh, and then the non-Stampin' Up is, I got these cello bags from Amazon, and they measure, let's see, I think it's 3, I wrote this down, but not on the right paper. Sorry, folks. Like I said, it's been a new week for me. These are 3 1/2 by 5. Yes. The opening, the size, not including the opening that flap folds over, is 5 inches high and 3 1/2 inches wide. So 3 1/2 by 5. I will put a link. In fact, let me make a note. I'm going to put a link on my blog for you guys to those as well. Link to cello bag. All right. So that way I don't forget, because I've been doing a lot of that lately. So let's go ahead and put this all together. Our first is the base, and like I said, it's 3 5/8 by 7, and then we score at 1 1/2. We're going to fold that over and burnish it with our bone folder. Oops. Some holders that I had in one of my things for my pencils. And then we're going to set this aside because we won't need it until towards the end. All right, and then we're going to take our 2 pieces of our 2 squares, and we're going to adhere them to, so we're going to take the 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 square of Designer Series paper and adhere it to the color cardstock, or I'm using white right now, that's 3 3/8 by 3 3/8. And we'll just go ahead and put a little Stampin' seal on that, and then we just sort of, you're going to center it right in the middle, and it's just a very small trim, a 1/8 of an inch or 1/16 of an inch trim around the edge. And then let's go ahead and take the white that we have, our to and from stamp set, and this actually, the to and from is from the Humble Home stamp set as well. So there's actually 2 stamp sets I used for this. And then we're going to center this on these. Like I said, I did the inside for a little bit smaller so that you can see some more of the DSP around there. And let's go ahead and set those aside, and we'll go ahead and add our DSP to our toppers. And we're going to center that in there. Let's see, perfect. There we go. Center that in there. And we'll turn this over. And I did this once before, so be very careful if you're using directional paper, because one time I cut it and it was like, oops. All right. Now, let's take our scrap piece of paper, which is 3 1/4 wide by 2 3/4 tall. And here's 3 of my little bag or candies. They're the mini Hershey minis. I bought them in the party pack because I plan on making so many of them. And I'm just going to put a little Stampin' Seal here. And I just sort of layer them on, stick them on there like this so that they're attached. And now we've got them attached here. Oh, there's not, I didn't have any, how did I miss not getting an adhesive up there? Let's see, there we go. Let's go ahead and attach. There we go. So now we've got our piece of adhesive here that, oh, price for these. What did I sell them for? I think I sold them $2.50 each, or 2 for $4 is what I did on the small packs, and the big packs were $3.50 each, or 2 for $6. And so I think the price point for the smaller packets was a really good price point. And also I think the small ones are easier to give away as just sort of little gifts and for stockings. So, okay, now that we've got this attached to it, what we're going to do is we're going to put our Stampin' Seal on the back of this, on the white piece, and we're going to center it on our paper, or square. And it almost goes top to bottom. It almost is the exact same height, so I center it in the middle. So there we go. We got that. And let's go ahead. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put this in. Now you're going to open the cello bag. You see the cello bag opens like this, and it's got the adhesive on the top here. And you're going to open it and put it in so that the front is, so that the tab folds backwards, if that makes sense. You're going to put it so it faces the front, and then when you open it up and you go to close the tab, it goes on the back side. And you don't want to fold it all the way over like this, because then you don't have any place to attach or any place to staple this and attach it to the card base. You're going to fold it right at the top of the 5 inches on the front. So now you have a little bit of space here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put this in here. Yep, put it underneath that 1.5 inch where we scored it for the front tab. And grab your stapler. And you can staple 2 or you can staple 1. Sorry about that. And now we're going to attach our toppers. So let's go ahead and attach our top. And I love how it mattes like this, and the white really makes the granny apple green background on this paper. And this paper, by the way, is from the Reindeer Days designer series packet paper. Oh, oops, almost crooked. We're gonna make that there. All right, now we're going to do our stamping. We've got the packet pretty much put together. Let's do our stamping. And I like to, I've already stamped this, but I like to put a little, oh, they're so easy to do. And Tammy, just so you know, and for everybody actually, what is really cool is you can get 3 bases out of one 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. You'll have an ever so slight piece of paper trim left over when you trim them all down to 3 3/8. But I'm going to use Granny Apple Green, and I'm going to, you know what? I'm not going to use Granny Apple Green. I think I'm going to use Garden Green. Garden Green to stamp my gift. And I chose the gift stamp from Snowy Wonders to match the gifts on the Designer Series paper. And we're going to put it right down here in the corner. There's that. And now we're going to attach this to the back. Let's see. There we go. Get that started. All right. And just, I don't center it from top to bottom. I center it and put it so there's about 1/8 of an inch around on the bottom and the sides. There you go. And there's that. Now, the last thing to do is do our Season's Greetings tab. I got the cello from Amazon. I'll send you the link, Tammy. I'm going to put the link in my blog. All right, and now our sentiment paper, our piece is 7/8 by 2 3/4, and I'm going to do this one Garden Green as well. And we're going to just it looks like there's something on my stamp. Hold on one moment. Yep. I don't know what I had on my stamp, but there we go. Let's ink that up again. All right. All right. No problem. All right. That doesn't look like... you know what? I've been using so much of my ink that I have to re-ink my ink pads because I've been using so much ink for all my craft fairs and stuff. All right, we're going to center that there. Push down pretty hard. There we go. Now, this is the one tool I have that's not Stampin' Up, because Stampin' Up doesn't have their corner rounder. I'm going to put in a request that they may make another one. This is a corner rounder I got off of Amazon, and I'm going to round the corners just so it makes it look a little more neater and more finished. There we go. And now we're going to go ahead and put some seal on the back of this. It's such a simple simple activity packet to put together. There we go. And there is our mini candy bar, packet that we have. And you can tell, looks like this is the one I did with Granny Apple Green, which was fun. But you can tell I used the gift one a lot. I didn't realize how much I used the gift paper. So thank you, Patty. I'm glad you like it. It is so simple. Matter of fact, I'll tell you something. When I first saw the instructions and everything from Connie's PDF that she had, I got really nervous. I thought, oh my goodness, that's going to be so difficult. It really is so simple. It is so simple and so cute. And these they're perfect to put in stockings. They're perfect to give to coworkers. You know, at schools, they may not encourage it because of the peanut allergies and things like that. But, you know, if you've got a group of friends, Girl Scout troop, Boy Scout troop, not troop, do they call them troops? Cub Scout troop, I guess. Any group of kids or friends that you want to do, this would be perfect for them. So I hope you enjoy it. I will, again, put the measurements on my blog tomorrow, and with pictures and links to do, links for the cello bags, and a link to Connie Stewart's packet or site so that you can see how she makes the larger one. if you want to do a larger one. Yeah, the Hershey one alone might be better. I just was buying in bulk and bought all of these, but I started thinking as I started working with them that peanut allergies are big in schools. So actually just doing the Hershey's, or if you can get the crackle, but I don't think you can get the crackle on its own. You probably can get the Hershey's on their own. You know what would work well with this too is if you don't have the mini candy bars, you could probably put the nuggets in something like this. That would probably work too. They'd be a little bit thicker, but the nuggets might work in this as well. You could put a lot of the smaller candies in something like this and do whatever kind of candy you want. So thank you so much, Kathy. I'm glad you like this. And so, you know, I might try that. Maybe next year I might try other candies, or maybe during the Easter time, I might try the same packaging, but with, you know, Easter candies. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. So because you would have brought all the crackle ones. You like crackle? I loved crackle. But my favorite out of all these would be the Hershey Special Dark. I love Special Dark chocolate. So anyway, that is my idea for a treat or stocking stuffer for here for Teach It Tuesday with Tammy and Jenny. I hope you enjoyed this. Ooh, a Ghirardelli's. Yes, you could put some Ghirardelli's in this and do that. That would be really cool. Or Dove. You could even put Dove. I bet you could probably put 2 or 3 Dove candy bar, or the little squares in this. So lots of ideas. But I hope you enjoyed this. If you would like, I will be back on Friday for my not Teach It Tuesday. Oh, yes, it's been a day. My Fun Friday. You can join me on Friday afternoon at 4 p.m. And you can catch all the information you need at my blog at www.stampin. That's STAMPINN, 2 N's, with Jenn, 2 more N's.com. And you can find all the instructions here for this candy making packet and any other ideas I have. There's so many other card ideas, and you can find all those there. Oh my goodness. Again, thank you for joining me. I think it's time to go put my feet up for a little bit. But look, come back and join Tammy and I next week, as we will be doing, I believe we will be using the Hearts of Elegance, or Marbled Elegance, and we'll be doing something to show you what you can do with that for something other than Valentine's Day, because although we haven't hit Christmas yet, you know, if you are a crafter, you are always thinking 1 or 2 holidays ahead. And so we have Marbled Elegance, which is made for the idea of Valentine's Day, but we're going to show you what you can do with it for things other than Valentine's Day. So I hope you join Tammy and I then. Again, if you have any information, need any of this information, you can go to my website. And have a great Tuesday, everybody, and a great week. Thanks. Bye-bye.